oh, oh, oh. Oh, got one. Okay. Hit right next door. Oh, he's rubbing up against my leg like a kitty. Meow. He's still doing it. That is a good fish to end the day. I'm not going to complete the grand slam, but good morning, Spanks. Welcome to another fishing adventure with Trout Spankins. Today, we are out at the local trout pond trying to spank some choots at the butt crack of dawn before the unsavory weather moves in. The wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour right now. Not ideal for trout fishing. Once we get closer to noon, those gusts are gonna pick up to 50 miles an hour. Really not ideal for trout fishing. Definitely not ideal for recording a video. Gonna be throwing a new lure that I've never tried before on my new rod. That's the, I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's pretty dark still. It's the Sidewinder made by Acme, the same company that makes Castmasters. So, yep, this pond's been stocked about 7 times with everything from brook trout to rainbow trout to brown trout. So, should be able to do pretty good this morning. I don't know, it depends. If they're not biting, though, they're not biting. It did rain all day yesterday, heavy rain, so that might have affected the bite a little bit, but we'll see. I haven't fished in 3 days, so I was itching to get out here either way. So, yeah, without doing too much more talking, let's spank some. All right. Let's see what the Sidewinder will do. Looks pretty good in the water. Let's see if it'll catch anything. My father said this used to be a hot lure back in the day. Maybe we can give it some revival. Oh, the trout just busted right in front of where my lure landed. That might be a good sign. Oh, got one. Okay. Hit right now. Right next to shore and popped the hook right next to shore. Well, that is the downside to, you know, pinching your bobs. Go. Not bad. Trying to keep my rod tip down because every time I lift it in the air I lose the fish. I know people say hold your rod tip to the heavens and apply pressure, but yeah, every time I do that I lose the dang fish. So I think I'll go with my preferred method. Here we go, first fish of the day, first fish ever on the Sidewinder. Cool deal. First fish of the day. Cool deal. Wrong way, Bubba. Alright, cool deal. Just got bit on the fall, but had the camera turned off like an idiot. Tried to turn it back on, and by then it was too late. It's too late. Too late. Too late. Too late for love. Oh, got one. Hit that thing while it was sinking, I think. You hit way the heck out there. Second fish of the day if I can keep them pinned. Running towards me. This one is a brown trout. Cool. Beautiful brownie on the old Sidewinder. Figures he was being so well behaved until I took the pliers out. Now he's like, no. Beautiful brown trout on the Sidewinder. Off he goes. Alright, next spot. Making the way around the pond. Gonna try a couple casts at this spot. Got the wind blowing in my face 100 miles an hour, so you guys won't be able to hear shit. But I always have good luck with the wind in my face. Holy shnikes. God dang, this is rough. Probably go for the other spot. Okay, and we are right back where we started. So if you didn't believe that I have ADHD before, oh, that was a duck, not good. Didn't get any bites anywhere else on the pond, so figured I might as well come back here to wrap it up. That was bottom. Yeah, that was bottom. Okay. That's a fish, that's not bottom. That might be a brown too, it ran towards me a little bit. On the Rough Rider spoon from Thomas. Oh! Oh, it was big too. Shit, dude. That was easily the biggest trout I've hooked all year. Oh, that blows. Yeah, go ahead, just catch the fish that I just lost. No, probably not the fish that I lost. Is that a brookie or a bow? Bow? What'd you get him on, the Thomas Point? Yeah. Cool. Yep. Since that's where they are over there. You reeling in fast or slow? Slow. Oh, okay. That's where good I got to do it. Yeah. All right, Spanx, we're gonna continue this 50-mile-an-hour wind trout fishing business at a new pond. As you saw, Papa Spankin saved the day at the last pond, caught a rainbow on camera. He'd actually caught one before I even got there. I hooked into a really nice fish and lost it. So yeah, Papa Spankin saved the day at that pond. I'm gonna keep fishing until sundown. So I'm gonna try this pond for a little bit, and if it doesn't work out, go back to the other one. We'll see. All right, let's see what happens. Got one. Oh, he fucking came off, dude. Oh my god, I keep losing fish. Back off a little on the drag, I guess, but it's really not that tight. Hopefully I can keep this fucking one on. Brookie. Nice one too. Pretty good brook trout. I think that's the first brookie I've ever caught out of this pond. First trout I've ever caught out of here that wasn't a rainbow, to be honest. Ooh. Snag him. It's weird. But that's a nice brookie. Alright, well, cool deal. Guess I'll fish here. Third hookup I've had since getting to this spot, so. You might be saying because the wind's blowing 50 miles an hour and we can't hear a damn thing you're saying. That is true, but I'm having fun catching fish. I don't know, maybe we'll cut the sound and put some nice music over it instead. Lots of weeds also, but I'm getting bit. Feels like he wants to come unpinned. And he did. Kind of hard to hook him when the wind's blowing 50 miles an hour in your face. That was another brook trout. Oh hey, I've caught a rainbow, a brown, and a brook trout today, so that's a cool deal. Grand slam, all three species. I don't think I got this one hooked very good either, but... Okay. Rookie number 2, finally. This one's going home to the frying pan, unfortunately. He's bleeding pretty bad. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, well, got one for the frying pan. Still bleeding pretty bad. But that's alright. The trout in this pond actually don't even survive the summer. This pond's only 15 feet deep, so probably doing them a favor, to be honest. Stake them in the ground and keep on fishing. Honestly, I think if I wasn't getting weeds on, I'd probably be catching fish every cast. But the weeds are kind of a hindrance. Another nice brookie. Cool. Little Rough Rider spoon. Well, 3 brookies out of this pond. Cool deal. The old Camp Crystal Lake Jason Voorhees pond. Rubbing up against my leg like a kitty. Meow. He's still doing it. Swim out to the school right. Meow. Do it right. Meow. You tell him, Goose. Felt like it came off for like 4 seconds. Must have been swimming towards me. This is... oh, brown. Okay, that's why he swam towards me. That's what brownie boys do. Hey, look, he even took the hook out for me. Thanks, man. Guess I netted him just in time. Nice brown. Little dude, but still nice. Wet the hand. Get him upside down so he's calm. Okay. Don't croak at me. Off he goes. I didn't even know they stocked this one with browns yet. I thought they just did brookies and rainbows. Well, the wind's dying down, so I'm guessing a lot of people will start showing up, but if I'm constantly catching fish like this, I'm not gonna care. It's not blowing 50 miles an hour anymore, so that's good. I can actually do this. Light a cigarette without it blowing in my eye. Of course, as soon as I say that, the wind picks up. Alright, so we're up to 3 brook trout and a brown trout. I know there's going to be somebody who are like, oh, it's not a grand slam. You didn't get them all out of the same pond. Well, if I catch a rainbow out of here, or if I go back to the other pond and catch a brookie, then technically I did get a grand slam. I'm counting this as a grand slam. Alright folks, well, we came out to this Camp Crystal Lake horror movie looking pond with the campground around it. Ended up catching 3 brookies and a brown. Pretty good, not bad. Probably the best I've ever done at this pond. Yeah, as long as a masked murderer with a machete doesn't run out of one of these cabins and chop my head off, I'm good with it. So yeah, let's keep fishing and try to spank some more troots. Well, try the old Rough Rider again. That's what's been catching them. Thomas Spoon. Grand Slam-o, baby, yeah. Rainbow, brookie, and brown out of the same pond. Let's do it. Trout fishing in 50-mile-an-hour winds. Boom. Off he goes. Hey, maybe we'll go back to the first pond, try and get a grand slam there too. All we need to do is get a brookie there, and we got a grand slam at 2 different ponds, baby. Well, let's do it. All right, folks, back at pond number 1. We got about a half an hour to wrap up this grand slam number 2. Got a grand slam out of 1 pond. All we need is 1 brook trout out of this pond, and we got 2 grand slams in 1 day. So let's shut the hell up and get to it. Feels like a good fish. Oh, that's a rainbow. Oh, that's a nice one though. Not gonna make a grand slam, but it's a nice fish. Dang. Oh my God, barely fits in the front of that. That is a good fish to end the day. I'm not gonna complete the Grand Slam, but I like it. Are you like gonna survive? Feels like a good fish. Oh, no way. Yes, let's go. We did it. 2 Grand Slams in one day. That's sick. Holy shit. Oh my God. Bugging out, you guys. Bugging out. What? Look at that. Boom. Brookie. We did it. Let's go. Yes. Oh, the hook came out. Awesome. Grand Slam complete, you guys. Brook trout out of the first pond. Caught a rainbow. Caught a rainbow and a brown here this morning and finished out the day with a brookie. Cool friggin' deal. Awesome, you guys. All right, that is an awesome way to wrap up the day. 2 Grand Slams in the same day out of 2 friggin' ponds. Let's go. All right, Spanks, that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. So, pretty awesome day of spanking trout considering the wind was blowing 20 miles an hour all day with gusts up to 50 miles an hour. I only saw a couple other people fishing this pond all day, and at the second pond we fished, didn't see anyone fishing at all. Pretty awesome day. 2 Grand Slams in the same day at 2 different ponds. Started out the day catching a rainbow and a brown trout at this pond, went to another pond, caught 3 brookies, a brown and a rainbow, came back to this pond, and ended the day catching the biggest fish of the day, a big rainbow, and the brookie that sealed the deal. Grand Slam number 2, catching every species of trout in a pond in the same day, and we did it in 2 different ponds in the same day. I've never done that before. I've had Grand Slams. This is my first Grand Slam this year, but 2 in the same day, hell yeah. Started off catching them on the Sidewinder spoon by Acme, and then ended the day catching most of them on the Thomas Rough Rider spoon. And then the last 2 fish of the day to end it, got it on the good old Al's 49er. So 2 different ponds, 3 different species of trout out of each pond for 2 Grand Slams on a day where the wind was blowing 50 miles an hour. Pretty good considering I was one of the only people fishing today. You just gotta get out there. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you on the next one. Keep on spanking them.